Hello, my name's Sunil. I'm currently 17 at the moment and we are in T2 Academy in Bristol, and I'm going to be telling you about how my successful story went after leaving secondary school. Well, when I left school, I always felt that school was never for me, and I never really enjoyed school. I didn't like the whole atmosphere of sitting in a classroom and learning in the theory sort of way. I always preferred being more hands-on physical, and I was always a lot more of a talkative person in school, and I felt when I left school I didn't want to stay in this same environment in school, and I did actually in fact go on to do sixth form in my previous engineering academy. That was where I went, and I felt this wasn't for me, so I had to give a couple of companies a ring up, and T2 came to mind when a friend mentioned it to me, and they said give them a ring, they're quite open people, they'll be able to have a genuine chat about you, see what your situation is and see what path you'd like to go on. So I gave T2 Academy a call, and she actually explained to me how T2 would be in terms of what I'd like to do after I finish my time at T2. And she did mention to me that there is opportunities to be able to gain an apprenticeship through T2 Academy. And I looked at apprenticeships online. I read a lot of the job descriptions about how apprenticeships work, and I thought that was the best way for me. That was the path I want to take. You're basically being paid to learn. So overall, I felt that the apprenticeship route was for me, and I feel a lot of people should go for it, as it is a bit of a change from being in school and learning from looking up at a teacher a lot of hours a day, and it's just a big change because you get to do a bit more physical work and have a real insight of what it's about in the working life. I felt that the teaching at T2 Academy is a lot more different and a lot more specialised in the way they work with young people. I feel they're a lot more open than a lot of career advisors or school teachers are, in terms of that they'll help you be relaxed for one, because I feel you're always going to talk more confidently and more open when you are more relaxed, so they'll help you be a lot more relaxed, give you a lot of options, and they'll help you to understand what you want, because I feel that a lot of people when they leave school, they're only 16, 17, and they really, realistically in life, don't know what they want to do. And I feel coming to T2, listening to the staff members here, they do help you and they do relax you and give you a lot of options and describe to you what a lot of apprenticeships there are out there, and they do give you a real good insight of what there is available to you. I'd also like to mention about the different students that I met alongside my journey to be an apprentice at T2. A lot of the students I felt were very welcoming and were in the same boat as me, and it was good to hear what sort of situations they were in and how they felt about leaving school, and it was always good just to see how they were progressing, really, and in the sense that we were all striving and working towards a working life instead of being students, because none of us really wanted to be in the same position, such as being in a classroom and staying on at sixth form. We all wanted an apprenticeship, and it was good to have a lot of other people in the same boat as you, all working hard. I felt at the end of my 6-month programme with T2 Academy, I felt I was in a much, much better position, as I had a real understanding of what apprenticeships actually are, and in terms of grades, they're very well trained in teaching you how to get the best sort of qualifications, as such as getting my level 1 in maths and English, which was really good because I actually came from a bad grade sense. I got extremely bad grades in my GCSE, and T2 mentioned that it's not the end of the world. We could always work up to getting better grades for you, and they helped me, and I was in a much better position at the end of my 6 months. I had the grades I needed for a lot of apprenticeships, which they helped me get, and they gave me a really good understanding of what it would be like in the working life, as there is a sector that T2 Academy do, which is called employability. And I feel employability is the best thing I have ever done, as it does show you everything you will really need to know in the working life, going from the interview stage to actually being in the job. Like I remember doing a booklet about interview skills, and I used some of the skills in the booklet that it gave me, and I was successful, such as dress sense. It always says what should you wear to an interview: shirt, tie, a nice blazer, smart shoes, and I learnt that from the interview skills booklet, and I would have never known that if I wouldn't have came to T2 and done employability. The reason why I've decided to go into an apprenticeship in recruitment is because I enjoy the whole customer service side of things and the whole talking side of things, really, if you would like me to be honest with you. Because I feel recruitment is very good in the sense that you are on the phone a lot and you will go out and meet clients and meet up with candidates and arrange times and places to meet, and I feel I'm really good at that side of things. But yeah, overall, I feel that I wanted to go into an apprenticeship in recruitment because it's something I like to do. I get a buzz from filling places and gaining new jobs from clients. I feel it's a bit of a competitive apprenticeship, I'd call it, as in the sense that it's always on the go. You're always on a constant buzz and excitement whilst working in recruitment. So I do enjoy it, and it was a very good decision, and it was very great that T2 gave me the opportunity to progress my maths and English knowledge to be able to get that apprenticeship, because if I went from school to that apprenticeship I wouldn't have been able to get it, as I didn't have the grades, and to be honest I probably wouldn't have made it in the interview because I wouldn't have had the employability skills as well, such as, like I said, in the interview skills booklet is a very useful one that I gained a lot from. So what I'm looking to get out of my recruitment apprenticeship is mainly, obviously I'm there for my level 2 MVQ in recruitment, and just to learn really. I find apprenticeships are really good in the sense that you are always learning, and a lot of the staff members there, so if I went for a job it'd be a lot different. I'd be expected to know what to do. I wouldn't need to ask as many questions, but with an apprenticeship it's still good because you are getting paid in the sense that you're getting paid to be there, but you're also getting paid to learn as well, because I feel I've asked a lot of questions within the business whilst my time being there, and it is really good because they're a lot more open than normal workers. So I'm always asking questions, always asking what could I do to make myself better at this job, and every time I get stuck I could always just ask a manager or ask another colleague, and they're always open about letting me ask questions, because like I said, I am the apprentice and I am there to learn the business and really get a good insight of what the business is about. I feel T2 have been extremely supportive ever since I've started my apprenticeship, as in the sense that they will give me a call now and then just to see how I'm doing and to see if I'm still happy with the role I'm in, really, and just to see if I feel I've progressed to a good level, really. They're quite good in the sense that T2 will phone and just say, how are you doing? And you'll just end up having about a 20-minute conversation just about how you're doing. And they'll ask me, am I still enjoying the apprenticeship? Because they're always open to help me and give me advice and ask me what I'm thinking about doing after the apprenticeship. So yeah, they do give me a lot of help. My ambitions for the future may be to one day become my goal, which is to be an estate agent. Reasoning for going into recruitment is that I did want to learn a lot more valuable skills from there, such as being on the phone, talking to clients, meeting candidates. I feel that's very good, and I feel that the recruitment agency will help me to progress that goal, and I will gain a lot of skills from recruitment, because they are, as you say, very similar. You meet a client and you take them to a property, so it's like the client is the people looking for the property, and the candidate could be the actual property. You're trying to match them up. So I feel that working in recruitment is very good to give me a really base level knowledge of what an estate agent may possibly be. My advice to a young person, such as leaving school just after GCSEs, would always be, I would always say myself, I would recommend the apprenticeship route, as it is quite good, as in the sense you do actually get paid as well, which is, I feel, is a very good advantage that apprenticeships have, is that you do get paid, because whilst you're learning you do have the extra money to go out with your friends on weekends and when you're not working. So I feel it's very good in that sense. But agencies such as T2 and businesses such as T2 and other companies similar are very good in the sense that they're always open to have a chat with you and help you understand what an apprenticeship is about. And if you're not happy, they're always happy to say, well, good luck to you in your future, and we hope you do well in whatever path you chose. But they're always there to just have a phone call and have a little chat with and just see if you'd feel you'd be suitable for an apprenticeship role. And they'd help you explain. Like in my situation, I didn't have very good grades. So they said, we'd build you up, get you good knowledge of your maths and English, and send you off for an apprenticeship. And it's all worked successful for me, really. So I feel it's a very good route to go for. And that would be my advice to a lot of young people, is to just, even if you feel you haven't decided what you want to do, there's no harm in giving a call. You're not losing out on anything.